Everybody hear me all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody hear me too much? Anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone. Of course, you all know you're welcome, but this is our 28th annual Watson Family Reunion. Let's give some. Out of the 28 years, there are 6 members of the Watson family that have not missed a reunion. And they are Gary Joanne, Linda Watson, Jerry Watson, and Judy and myself. That's 28 years, and I was told I hadn't aged a bit.
No, we not. None of us have.
Yeah, none. So, anyway, Brian was going to be the master of ceremonies, but then he said, nah, you go ahead and do it. So, anyway, the first act is going to be Jerry Watson. Is he? Oh, there you are. So, yeah. Come on down. All right. Here's Jerry.
Well, there I was in Hollywood, wishing I was doing good, talking on the telephone line. But they leave me in the movies and the mom takes my phone. Guess I'm just a waste of time. Well, then I got to thinking, and I'm really thinking, I really had a flash of time. I had no business if I went back in time. Oh, living on toes of time. Living on toes of time. Oh, it's in my watch at 2, 'cause you know I've been through. Living on toes of time. Oh, living on toes of time. Living on toes of time. Oh, it's in my watch I do, 'cause you know I've been through. Living on toes of time. How about you?
Thanks, Jerry. And you notice everybody was singing right along with you? Oh, that sounds pretty good. Michael, you're next. You want to kind of make your way up here? Michael's a little performer. He's the only one in the family that likes to perform.
Okay, but I mean, it just, the music was loud. Might need to be turned up. Music down. But it was good, but it was. Excellent job, Mike. That was very, very good. I appreciate people out here singing too. That made it even more special. Anyway, Jack, Brian, and Jerry, and you all are in for a treat because I'm in on this. We're going to sing. I can hear you. So, Brian?
Good job. Good job.
Jack? Jerry?
did good.
I have just been informed that the men's bathroom is closed. It has overflowed, so I don't know.
Who informed you of that?
Jack did. I'm telling you, it had to be a Watson that went in there.
Take a load for free.
next. That's you. So, Mama, you gonna come up here and play her song for her?
People used to tell people, he said, I've got, there's 7 of us. He said, there's 7 of us boys. Some with there and some without. Always said that's those things. He said, some with there and some without.
No, she's not singing, she's just dancing.
Okay. We think she's gonna dance. We can get a photo of that. Dick, you get a photo of that.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. On like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close. When we move, well you already know. So just to let you. I can see but you when you dance. Feel a good creeping up on you, so just dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance. So just dance. Ooh, something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. On like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well you already know. So just to let you. Nothing I can see but you when you dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance.
moves like that. I can't, it's been a long time. Very good job, Jamie. Good job. Let's see, I believe Whitney's next. I hope you're going to sing, or are you going to tell jokes?
I'm gonna dance.
Ooh, you're going to dance.
Thank you. All right, I'm done. This is my 5th reunion. I have perfect attendance. My first year, I sang a song by Johnny Cash, so I'm gonna give it a go again. Different song though.
Who is that?
That's my wife.
That's your one.
Yeah.
Well, there's somebody.
Love is a burning flame, and it makes a fiery rain. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. And I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. And I fell for you like a child. And oh, the fire went wild. And I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Does she entertain you at home? Does she entertain you at home?
A little bit every now and then,
Good,
but I'm lucky.
I wish I could sing half that. Anyway, the next one is Gary's family. Yeah. And while they're coming up here and getting all set up, I want to let you know the other day when Tara was going to work, she was following this car and there was a rabbit ran out in front of this car and ran over it. And the lady was very distraught. She pulled over and Tara pulled over right behind her. And the lady got out, and she was crying, and she looked at the rabbit and was just crying. And Tara said, "Was there anything I could do?" And the lady said, "No. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't because the rabbit's dead." And Tara said, "Just a second." She went back to the car, and she brought this bottle of liquid out, and she poured on this rabbit. And that rabbit started kicking, and it kicked, and all of a sudden it jumped up, and it ran around in circles, and it ran about 20 feet out, and it turned around and went. And then ran off about another 20 feet, and it turned around and went. And the lady said, "My gosh," she said, "that's amazing. What is that?" And Tara said, "I'm a beautician. That was just some hair restorer with a permanent wave."
Now, many of you have never participated in the talent show, but you're going to tonight. All of you are going to sing. We have the screen up here, and I was going to have the young people to do signing. I was going to show them some signing, and I couldn't get any takers, so Linda Watson Johnson and Sherry and some other from that branch of the family are going to come up, and they're going to do some signing. And then after they, and this is, by the way, this is from the, it's a thing that Barb led at our church. It's the Champion of Love. It was a cantata. And so they're going to do signing for the first part of just the Champion of Love, just some of the signs, and the words will be up on the screen, and you'll see the signs that they're going to do. I'm going to lead them in that. And then all of us are going to sing "Crown Him with Many Crowns." And the words will be up there, and you all will sing that, and I will sign for all of those words. So come on, gang, get up here.
We're still in our sin. This is the mark of a true hero. He overcomes every obstacle and defeats every enemy to rescue those who need him. He accomplishes his mission regardless of the cost to himself. He will not be defeated. He cannot be stopped, and he refuses to be anything but victorious. This is the one we worship, Jesus Christ, our champion.
Hold on. We got some words to go with it.
Ready? Well, that's what I said on my sheet, so. Okay, here they are.
Don't tell me the reason that you're calling is to see if I'm alright since you've been gone. 'Cause I know you and I know why we're talking. You want me to say I'm barely hanging on. Well, maybe that was true. Yeah.
I like that song. I didn't know Brittany could sing. Yeah, evidently. You can too. All right, the next one is Jacob and Molly and Brian and Kristen.
Can you do some, I didn't know where to do some jokes real quick.
Hey, Brian, you're up next. So, all right, let me see. No, I can't tell that one. I really, I can't think of any that I can tell right now. Does anybody have any jokes that they can tell? I know Jack Watson's got some, but he can't tell those either. So, all right, hopefully they're going to come out soon. I'm really getting embarrassed standing up here, you know, it's. Jackson, do you know a joke?
I told Gary one long ago, and he told me to come and tell it.
All right.
So I'll come and tell it. Do you remember? No, I'm asking you a question. Here in the microphone, somebody in his brother's
Okay, there's these, I can't remember their names, but they're country singers, and they're two brothers, and the one brother does all the talking, and the other brother never says a word. He just plays his guitar and grins. So anyway, the one that never says anything is called Son. So these guys are really good, and they play good music. Huh? The Geese and Slosh. Have any of y'all ever heard of them? They are funny. Well, anyway, they play really good country music, but after every song, the one that talks all the time, he always tells a joke, something about Son. So they played one of their songs, and so they stopped, and he said, you know, Son told me the other day that he asked me to borrow $150. And so I asked him, Son, what do you need $150 for? And he said, well, I want to go to Mexico. I've got a real good friend in Mexico, and his name's Julio, and I want to go see him. And he said, well, Son, let me see. I'll think about if I got enough money to give you. But he said, first thing I want to tell you is that Julio in Mexico, the J's are silent, and his name is Julio. And he said, oh, okay. So he said, let me think about it. I'll see if I have $150. When do you need this? When are you planning on going to see him? And Son says, oh, about hoon or hoolai. And then he told another one about, they played a song, and they were in Vegas, doing their act in Vegas. And so he played a song, and he said, you know, Son asked me the other day, he wanted $500. And I said, Son, what do you need $500 for? And he said, well, you know, my mom is really sick, and she's got to have an operation, and I got to fly back home, you know, to be with her during this operation. And so he said, I told Son, you know, I'm not giving you this money because you're going to just use it for gambling. And Son said, oh, I got gambling money.
Okay, Brian, you ready? Ready. Okay.
Jeans from Levi.
Jacket from Levi.
shirt by Levi.
I'll leave out. Everybody see my clothes.
You know,
She's good.
can everybody hear me? Okay. I am extremely happy that the Shrine Club had the American flags here for us. As most of you know, that I'm very patriotic. I'm sure there's people in this room and in this country that's as patriotic as I am. I guarantee you, there is no one more patriotic. So I want to do this. Ready? I walked through a county courthouse square on a park bench, and an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "Oh, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." So I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" And I said, "I believe it is." And he said, "Son, I don't like to brag, but I'm kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see that little hole in that flag up there was when Washington carried her across the Delaware. And she got powder burns the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching it writing, 'Oh, say can you see?' She got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at her seams. And she almost fell at the elbow. Beside the Texas flag, she waved on them. She got cut with a sword in Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, Bragg. That south wind blew hard on this old flag. And on Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She'd been to Korea, Vietnam. She went wherever she was seen by her Uncle Sam. She'd waved from our ships on the briny foam. Now folks about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land, she'd been abused. She'd been burned, dishonored, stepped on, denied, refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. She's getting threadbare, and she's wearing thin. But I think she's in good shape. Shape she is. So we put her up every morning. We take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground. And we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag. Because I am proud of this ragged old flag.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love
the variety show, like we were talking a while ago, it used to be called a talent show, but there's some talent, but there's some that's not much talent, so it's called a variety show now. So, anyway, we're having church service tomorrow morning. At what time? Anybody?
I think you had some more skits?
I didn't have them up here. Hey, I'll be more than happy to get 2 more skits up here.
I think there was 2 more, right?
The officers was gonna.
The officers, aren't they doing one?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
I didn't get the memo.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get the officers up here. Yeah. I forgot about that. Jonathan.
No, I'm sorry. Were you not doing that?
Yeah, we was. But I forgot.
Jimmy, don't beat me up.
Jonathan, come on up.
You're dead, right?
It's still going.
Sorry.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
We're going to do some little stuff here.
They had Mom and Sherry had one too.
Oh, they did? Okay. I tell you what, I was telling Jonathan and Timmy about my career in the Army during the Vietnam War.
Some career.
What?
I said some career. Got drafted, went to sleep, fell out of your bunk, hit your head, and when you woke up, Vietnam was over.
Well, if all I did was go to sleep, fall out of the bunk, and hit my head, why did they give me that ribbon?
That was a Band-Aid, you know it.
What?
No respect.
None.
Shame on you, Leah. Shame.
Hey, I tell it like it is.
I'll give you a few words, or 4 words of advice you can use. With the wife, you always say, I'll do the dishes.
That's it?
You use that as advice for you.
I agree.
Okay. I keep that in mind.
Take it with you.
I know. No.
Well, I'll tell you, the other day, I love a bologna sandwich more than anything. Fried, it doesn't matter. I'll eat it right out of the refrigerator. Put a piece of cheese on it, a piece of white bread. I'll eat that every meal. So I went to our deli the other day, which is just, the superstore next door. But, so I go in there to get my bologna sliced up, because I don't like the packaged stuff. I like it sliced. So I go in there and I tell her, I said, slice me up about a pound of it or so. And I like it pretty thick. That stuff come back sliced so thin, it only had one side. Now, how's that? How is that? I don't know how to eat it.
Talk about the deli. I got a friend named Ken, and Ken's a butcher, and I asked him about rump roast. I said, why do they call that rump roast? And he said, because nobody would buy it if we called it cow's butt.
I wouldn't buy it.
Went to a bank one time, asked the lady there, can you check my balance? She gave me a look, walked over.
What'd she charge you for that?
I ain't going back to that bank again.
Well, speaking of banks, I used to work in a bank, okay? Well, it was funny. I got into lending money at the bank. And, I kind of got to thinking about my job. And for a place that lends you money, before we can do it, we have to make sure you don't need the money before we can lend it to you. If you really think about it, makes no sense. So what did I do? I got out of there.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
My friend Ken, the butcher, he had a birthday, and Ken likes to read a lot. So I was going to buy him one of the more popular books that I know he would have read. So I went in the bookstore there in Little Rock. I did not realize that it was a Muslim bookstore when I went in there. And I walked up to the clerk and I said, "Do you have Donald Trump's new book?" And he looked at me and he said, "Get out and don't come back." And I said, "That's the one. You got it in paperback?"
I got a question. How come you see a bunch of smart guys with dumb women? How come you don't see any dumb women, smart guys?
I can't argue with that.
Well, you know, I said I left the bank, and I'm a man of deep thought, and I catch myself doing this, and it really gets me in trouble. Because I left the bank because that made no sense. And now I'm working for Edward Jones as a stockbroker, and I'm thinking, you know, this really doesn't make any sense either. How do I expect people to give me all their money to invest when I'm called a broker? A broker!
I'm broke when I go to the bank anyway.
Yeah, no kidding. We were doing karaoke down at the house, and there was a bunch of people in there. And I hit up on a great idea since I just retired, and you know, I wanted to do a little bit of traveling. So I'm up there singing, as y'all know how I do, and I hollered, somebody in the back hollered out, "Hit the road!" So I thought, hey, Joey's got a tour bus now, we can go traveling. And I can do karaoke.
How come isn't everybody's entitled to be stupid? How come everybody kind of abuses that privilege?
You know, I was talking to Mike before this, and here I go thinking again. And I thought, I like to go fast. So if I had a vehicle that went the speed of light, what would happen if I tried to turn my headlights on? And then Mike, being the genius and deep thinker that he is, says this.
What if you turn the headlights off?
Think about that. When you're trying to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah. But on the way up here, the other day, we passed half a mobile home. You know what that means, don't you? Somebody's getting a divorce.
That's what it sounds like.
Give you a little bit of advice also. Never take a sleeping pill and a laxative at the same time. Learn the lessons the hard way.
Where's the experience? That's pretty good. That's one of the best.
That's pretty good there.
Life lessons right there for you.
That's right.
So why, I'm not much of a boxer, but why is a boxing ring square?
It should be round.
You would think.
You know, as I'm traveling around on my tour, there's places that I'd like to go, like cahoots. But you can't go there by yourself. You have to be in cahoots with somebody else to be there. Incognito. Now you can go there by yourself, but ain't nobody gonna recognize you. Now I have been insane. I don't recommend anybody go to insane. You've got to be crazy to do that.
A little bit? No? Anybody know how to get something done? You can either do it yourself, you can hire somebody to do it, or tell your kids not to do it. Tell your kids not to clean the room.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not musically inclined. You know, I'm pretty good with the cymbals, but I've tried. But I've wondered, what's the difference between the violin and the fiddle? Well, you know, I've read a lot of books on it. Believe me, I've spent a lot of time researching this and studying. I figured it had to be in the size or the design of the body or something like that. And it's much simpler than all that. The difference is a violin has strings. You know what a fiddle has, right? It has strings.
Oh, that's right.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there's a difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even. All right, this last one I got.
I've got a few more.
I tell you what, not everybody is going to agree with you. And I know that every once in a while, I don't care if you're young or you're old, somebody disagrees with you, they're going to want to fight. First thing they do is they lie to you. They say, I'm going to whip your butt. Then they want to hit you in the face. Is that not true?
That's right.
My words of advice to any of you, if you're going to get into a fight, you take your pants off. I guarantee you, there's not a person, I don't care how big they are, is going to fight a naked man.
You got that right.
Okay, you guys got more. I'm done.
Why is it that they say money doesn't buy you happiness? I don't know, it makes living in misery a little bit easier, right?
You know, I've heard that money will also buy a jet ski. And have you ever seen anybody upset on a jet ski? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
No.
Say
No.
me and my wife, we fell in love at first sight. I think one of us should take a second look.
She should have. Okay, I lied.
You got some more?
I got one more.
Okay. I figured you would.
You know, I always like to read directions on medicine bottles, and I literally read them, and I try to do it like aspirin. It says, take 2 tablets and keep away from kids. Brian, it's keep away from kids.
That's good.
You know, the word abbreviation, why is it so long? I can't even spell it.
I have trouble pronouncing it.
Yeah.
It's okay to laugh at your own problems. Everybody else does.
Most of the time. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about out of wisdom.
Good.
Some people see visible people. Some people hear things. Some people don't have any imagination at all. Is it just me?
Yeah. Sorry. All right, that's it.
I'm out.
Is there one more act?
Yes.
Who is it, Sherry and Linda?
Sherry and Linda.
All right.
You think I can top that last time?
Beautiful weather. Well, we need some gas.
What can I get for you ladies?
Would you fill it up, please?
Yes, ma'am.
What'd he say?
He asked what he could do for us.
Well, tell him, fill it up.
Okay, you ladies are good. Where are you guys going?
We're going to the Watson family reunion.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He asked where we were going.
What, tell him we're going to the Watson reunion.
I told him.
You told him? Oh, okay.
Where are you ladies from?
Well, I'm from Piggott, and she's from Perryville. That's my mom. She's from Perryville.
Well, now I'll have to say, the ladies from Piggott, they're pretty. But them ladies from Perryville, they are dog ugly.
What'd he say?
He said he thought he'd seen you before.
Okay, is that, anyone else want to do something? Strange, talented, ignorant? Okay, there's food over here if y'all want some food. There's a lot of chicken and there's stuff in the refrigerators, salads and whatever. There's a lot of stuff in there, so please help yourself so it doesn't go to waste, because we're not going to have chicken again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having brisket and pork butts that's been smoked by Leah. So anyway, we're having church service tomorrow morning